episode 1. Yay! Everybody clap. All right, so we have some brave adventurers that would like to delve into Lost Mines of Phandelver, 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons. Everyone has prior experience, some more in-depth than others, and we are just going to start rolling with it. All right. So, in the city of Neverwinter, a dwarf named Gundren Rockseeker asks you to bring a wagon load of provisions from the rough and tumbled settlement of Phandelin. A couple of days' travel southeast of the city. Gundren was clearly excited and more than a little secretive about his reasons for this trip, saying only that he and his brother had found something big, and that he would pay you 10 gold pieces each for escorting his supplies safely to Barthen's Provisions, a trading post in Phandelin. He then set out ahead of you on horseback, along with a warrior escort named Sildar Hallwinter, claiming that he needed to arrive early to take care of business. You have spent the last few days following the high road south out of Neverwinter, and you've just recently veered east along the Tribor Trail. You have encountered no trouble so far, but this territory can be dangerous. Bandits and outlaws have been known to lurk along this trail. So, if we can introduce ourselves, Boop, we will start with you.
My name's Derek Goodrow. I'll be playing Boop, the Goblin Barbarian, fresh out of his home. He's not much for rules because the local troll that ran his place made silly rules like making him clip his toenails. And he's not into that.
Excellent. All right, Brevrak, introduce yourself and your character, please.
I am Brevrak, the bugbear fighter, standing at a short height of 7'2.5". He has orangish brown hair, and he is very rough-looking hair. It looks like he hasn't combed it in a very long time.
As would be the case for many a bugbear, I would assume. Xander, introduce your character, please.
My character is Xander. He is a half-elf bard. He grew up in a monastery with his half-sister. He rebelled against the monk life, and he likes to just enjoy life and have fun and make friends.
Excellent. All right, Shiva, could you introduce your character, please?
So I'm Michelle. My character's name is Shiva, and she actually just is looking for a good time. So I'm hoping all of you can provide that for me.
Quick, easy, and to the point. I like it. All right, Leandri, introduce your character.
I'm Leandri. I'm an Asmar cleric. I just protect people and don't believe people should go before their time, and just want to get the evil out of the world.
Excellent. All right. So this is Lost Mines of Phandelver. You guys have, like we've introduced, headed out of Neverwinter, the city, and you are heading to a town called Phandelin. You may or may not have known each other before this moment, but you are all riding on a wagon, heading on this trail. So that is where we're going to pick up the story. Who would like to be driving said wagon?
Brevrak.
I've never driven one before, but is it fun? Is it? Is it fun?
That is up to you to decide.
I don't know.
I don't know what is fun towards you.
Are you having fun?
Yeah, is it fun for you? Tell me.
It gets the job done.
No, that doesn't sound fun. All right, you go ahead.
Xander just wants to ride on the back and strum his lute and make up songs.
What are these songs about?
Per usual, you know, fair maidens, uh,
Oh, you're so
warriors.
sweet.
Some may be true, some may not.
Boop tries to sing along, but he actually doesn't know the words of any of them, but he pretends he does, so he makes sounds, but no actual words.
Xander appreciates the input.
Excellent. All right. So, as you guys are traveling down this trail, you have a wagon load of provisions with 2 oxen tied to this cart. Brevrak is very easily driving this cart. As you look around the provisions, you notice that you think that there's probably about 100 gold worth of provisions in this wagon. All the, everything from pickaxes to shovels to anything that a mining town or a town lacking supplies would need. There's a bunch of rope and things of that nature in this wagon. So you guys turn east onto the Tribor Trail. You've been on the Tribor Trail for about half a day. As you come around a bend, you spot 2 dead horses sprawled about 50 feet ahead of you, blocking the path. Each has several black feathered arrows sticking out of them. The woods press closer to the trail here, and a steep embankment encircles either side of this path. I will share a map with you guys. That is what you see ahead of you. What would you like to do?
It's probably an ambush.
Well, they're
Should we go
kind of
check the
annoying.
bushes?
Sure, let's do that.
Okay, I'm gonna go look in the bushes.
But we don't want to leave the cart either because I think they're trying
Boop.
to take the cart.
How about you take one side, Boop, and I'll take the other side?
Which side?
Whichever's your fancy.
Oh, there's a fancy side?
Can be if you want it to be.
Bevik, point me to the fancy side. I'm taking that side.
Oh, that would be me.
You're the... Okay.
Yeah.
I get out on whatever side that Shiva's on.
Okay.
Is this her over here?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Yep.
I go,
Okay.
I'm
so-
going here.
Okay. So it make me an athletics check to try to climb up this embankment because it is pretty steep and there's a lot of loose gravel here.
Whoopsie.
It you get to the top, but it does take you a little bit, and in fact, you skin your knee just a tick as you have
Aw.
slipped a couple of times.
How high up is the bank?
It's about I'd say it's about 8 foot higher than the road is, where you guys are currently on the trail here.
Now that I've embarrassed myself, I'm gonna go ahead and climb this tree to show that I can do it.
All right, another athletics check to climb this said tree. So the other knee is now scraped with bark and branches as you try to scurry up the tree, and you've slid down 3 times. If you would like to continue to climb the tree, you can, but your embarrassment might not let you.
Don't give up, my friend Boop. You can do it.
I
trust
can-
you.
I can do it!
You can do it.
Oh, no, I can't.
Make me a perception check as you are trying to climb up this tree. And in fact, make it with disadvantage. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, oops, too late.
Just roll again, and we'll take the lower of the 2.
Xander, this is song-worthy, I think.
Yes.
Oh,
Okay.
there's kind
Noted.
of chicken.
All right, Xander, would you like to climb up your embankment on your side?
Can I help Xander up?
You can. If you, what are you gonna do with you're actually driving the wagon of oxen?
It stopped, right?
Yeah, you're stopped, and you know that you have a lever on your left-hand side where you can kind of lock the wheels in place, and the oxen are well trained enough to know that if they're not being actively lashed, that they will stop where they're at and kind of wait for a command.
All right, I'll lock the wheels and then head over to go help Xander.
Okay, Xander, make me an athletics check with advantage.
Ooh, can I like kind of like flip up there and use acrobatics instead?
All right, so you want to run and use Brevrak as a leaping board and like give him a boost and do a backflip up there?
Yes, that's what I would like to do.
Okay. Make me a dexterity acrobatics check with advantage, as he's going to boost you. And he's a pretty strong bugbear. He can throw you. You, in the middle of your little flippity flop, you didn't anticipate how strong this bugbear is, and he throws you a little higher in the air than you wanted. You do, however, stick the landing, but you do one of those things where you kind of like wave your arms back and forth to get your balance when you land. It wasn't a perfect 10 landing, but you are unharmed as you were up there.
I'll take it.
All right. Make me a perception check. A natural 20. You notice something moving in the tree line ahead of you with your half-elven eyes. And you notice there are two creatures that look just like Boop, standing quite a bit of a distance away from you in the trees, watching where the horses are very intensely.
How far is Boop away from me? Can he hear me if I were to call out to him?
Yes, you're probably up here, up on top. He's a good 40 feet away from you. Although when you look over to see him, it looks like he's trying to climb up a tree and sliding down the tree after he gets about 3 feet up.
I want to call out to Boop and say, "Hey, Boop, I think I found some of your friends."
They're not my friends. I don't have friends in this area.
Well, let's be friends with us.
But my cousins are very good ambushers. As you can see by the horses.
Okay. Where do I see them?
They're up on the ledge in the trees, just south of where the horses are. And you can tell that they are making all forms of effort to be concealed in the tree line.
What about you, Boop? Do you have anybody up on your side?
Probably. Odds are good. But we should probably come down to your side, because they like the fancy side. So if we go to the non-fancy side, there'll be less. We'll deal with those ones in the south side, and then go up and deal with the fancy ones later.
Okay. Maybe we could do it quiet? Yes.
I can do it.
No, he needs help. Please help him.
Not that I needed it, but I wanted you to feel good about helping people.
I'll reach up, pick up Boop, and put him on the ground.
All right, so you're 7. How tall?
7.5 or 7'2.5".
Okay, and then you have, as a bugbear, your limbs are extra long. So you have no
Yeah.
problem reaching up there and plucking this childlike creature from the top of the platform and lowering him down to safety without him scraping his third knee.
I'd like to see if I can kind of sneak up behind these people and see if I can hear them talking about anything.
Sure. Make me a stealth check.
Okay.
An 11, you say.
Hmm.
All right. So you start to sneak, and you get to about right here when you see these two creatures. Unless you don't want to get that close. Is that you can move your token wherever you would like to be when you see or listen, but that's where you see them in the tree line right there.
Okay, I think that's fine.
Okay, they do not seem to take notice of you.
Can I hear them?
You can.
Do I understand what they're saying?
Do you speak Goblin?
I don't,
Okay.
but I can. Oh, I don't know if I have enough time. Well, I have comprehend languages.
Okay. Well, you know that comprehend languages. Does it have a verbal component to it? Under your spell description.
Beverick, we should sneak up with Xander.
So yes, it does have a verbal component to it. So you know that if you were to cast that spell, you would give away your position because when you spell cast, it's a very harsh spell cast. Like it has to be very direct and very determined when you cast. So that's going to grab any attention of anything around you. Currently, you are sneaking through the tree line here, and the goblins. These goblins have not noticed you.
Okay, I'd like to sneak back and then cast a spell and then sneak back again.
All right, make me a stealth check to see if you can get away without stepping onto one of those infamous twigs that snap really loud when you're trying to sneak around the woods.
Come on, come on.
Oh no, we are going to roll initiative as you try to sneak away, and the goblins say, there he is! So everybody would, if you would like to roll me initiative, we are going to start combat. Our first combat of the adventure.
Well, I didn't roll a
That'd be
1 this time.
Where do I roll it at?
Okay, so on your character sheet, on the main tab, right in the middle next to where it says AC, it has an initiative. There's a little dice in the bottom left-hand corner of the.
Oh, got it.
Yep, perfect. Yep,
Gotcha.
got it. Yep. All right, and even though my goblins were set up for an ambush, they appear to not be so reactive as they were scared by this Xander person sneaking around on them up there. Boop! You, however, notice in your innate hearing of goblinoid talk, you hear one of them say, there he is! Get him! And you notice that comes from the southern part, the tree line. So what would you like to do? You are the fastest to react.
All right, I'll run up to protect Xander. I'm going to use all my move to get up beside him.
Okay? You're going to double move?
Yeah.
Perfect. Is that all 60 or 50, whatever your movement is? What is your movement?
30.
30, okay. That's 60 foot of movement to there?
I just stopped there to get to him. Yeah.
Okay, and then you're done.
Yeah.
All right. Xander, you are horrified for a moment as a third goblin springs out of nowhere right next to you.
Oh, no.
But then you realize this was a goblin that was on the wagon provision load and not the goblin that has a short bow with a black feathered arrow knocked in it.
Oh, my friend, I need to put a bell on you, so I know you're my friend.
I got you.
All
I
right,
hold up my shield in front of him.
It'll be
Oh.
a gift.
nice. Yes, this goblin is like protecting your kneecap. I don't know what's up with that. As the shield comes in front of your knees.
The kneecaps are the first things to become wounded. Can't you tell?
I hadn't thought of it, but I appreciate it.
All right, Xander,
Okay.
what would you like to do?
Oh, I will use Vicious Mockery on
Alright.
these goblins.
All right, so goblin number 1, goblin number 2 is there to be viciously mocked if you would so choose to do that.
Okay.
Let me fix one thing, though. Your save DC is not correct.
Oh.
Your save DC is now correct. So if you would like to, yeah. Drop that saving die or that saving throw dice on him or her.
Oh.
He fails as you viciously mock his mother. Why would you do such a thing? Boop, you hear your newly found companion mocking these goblins.
That's funny.
All right, and then your damage dice. Oh, that's the wrong
Uh-oh.
damage.
Oh no! I'm sorry.
Well, you didn't. Oh, you did kill me. You can't kill my goblin that easy. You
I
cannot
picked
kill
the
my
wrong one.
goblin that easy. Yes, D4, please. Not
Oh wow!
I know.
not dissonant.
That's
whispers.
another one I have.
All right, excellent. And then I have disadvantage on my next attack because I have been viciously mocked. Anything else you would like to do? Any movement or bonus action you would like to take?
Sure. I'd like to hand out one of my Bardic Inspirations.
Excellent.
Is Breverick too far?
So, Bardic Inspiration says you can inspire others through stirring words or music. To do so, use a bonus action on your turn to choose one creature other than yourself within 60 feet of you, or within 60 feet of you, whom can hear you. And then they gain the Bardic Performance, or the Bardic Inspiration die. So, I believe,
I'm within 50 feet.
yeah.
Okay.
It should be within 60. I'm gonna, let me see, with my little pointer. Yeah, 50 feet.
Nice. All right.
So you
Wow.
do that.
Breverick.
Brevrak, you have a D6 for the next minute that you can add to any number of rolls.
Should I put the thing on him?
You can.
All right.
All right. And are you going to move or are you done?
Yeah, I think I'll move back a little bit.
Okay. I know that the squares are hard to see
Yeah.
where you're at, but as long as you don't move halfway across the map, we'll call it good.
I'll do there.
Okay, that sounds good. All right, Brevrak, you feel inspired. Now, Xander, did you sing a little tune? Did you give a little rousing speech? What did you do?
I just kind of looked and winked at him. I was like,
Wow, that is some potent bardic inspiration. A little wink and a point. Brevrak, a half-elf just winked and pointed at you. You're not for sure if he's taking you out to dinner later or if he wants you to do something good, but it's your turn.
the day's young.
That's 30 movement,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna double move.
Okay.
Do I need to roll to go up the ledge?
Yes, you need to make me an acrobatics, or I'm sorry, an athletics check if you would like to climb. But you should be pretty decent at this. Oh yeah, you're good. You easily climb to the top. Now that that movement will cost you double, so to get to the top will cost you 10 foot of movement instead of 5 foot of movement. All right.
I should be there.
Perfect. That looks good to me. Any bonus actions that you have that you would like to take?
Nope, that's it.
All right, perfect. Shiva, you have been left on this wagon with this very beautiful golden, sparkly, humanoid-looking creature.
So hi, I'm not sure if we've met yet, but I'm Shiva. And I'm going to crawl into the back of the wagon a little bit and ready my crossbow in case anything comes.
Excellent. All right. So you pull your crossbow out. Now, when you say anything comes,
Yeah,
what
I'm watching for any kind of movement because we were told that there's goblins in like upside in the forest on either side. So I'm watching.
If a goblin comes near the wagon, you're going to shoot that goblin.
Well, no, I remember what Boop looks like. We were traveling.
Okay. For clarification purposes, I was just wondering.
Yeah, I'm not going to just fire all willy-nilly. I'm just going to get it prepared in case.
Okay, excellent. And then, so ready, and then that's all you're going to do?
Yeah.
Perfect. Leandri.
I will stay with Shiva and ready Sacred Flame in case anything comes.
All right. So you two are holding down the wagon of provisions.
Yes.
Got it.
Yeah.
All right. Goblin number 1 is going to go. And Goblin number 1 is going to... let's see. Boop, you're not hiding. So Goblin number 1 is not going to shoot you because you're a goblin. And they see this huge bugbear and coming at them.
Also a goblin.
And they're not going to shoot that bugbear either because bugbears are scary. And goblins don't like to shoot scary things. But there's a shifty half-elf that's singing up here that founds these tricky goblins. So the goblin calls out, "Kill the pretty one first!" And it's going to loose a short bow attack at you. And it hits you, Xander, squarely in the back as you're trying to run away from him. And it's going to do a significant amount of damage. 7 points of damage. 7 points of damage. And then...
What cowards?
Yes, what coward. And then the goblin is going to move back into the woods. And he is going to, as a bonus action, take the hide action. So he's going to make a dexterity check to hide. All right. Does anyone have a higher than a 15 passive perception? That is a negative. That goblin disappears into the wilderness as you cannot see him. Goblin number 2 is going to shoot at you as well, Xander. Oh no! And the arrow sticks in the tree right next to your head, and you notice it's a very crudely crafted arrow. You cannot believe this other arrow even hit you, as crudely crafted as these are. But it is a black feathered arrow. From the other side of the trail, you see 2 goblins break cover, and they start heading towards the wagon. And they are going to move there and there. They double move to there as they move to there and there. As they look like they are ready in their short bows to attack the wagon and take over all of the provisions. We are back to the top of the order. Boop, you see 2 buddies that you went to college with, maybe the same fraternity, you're not for sure, are, well, you see one of them. You don't see the other one. The other one disappeared into the wilderness. What would you like to do?
Wouldn't Shiva and Leandri get their get their
you are,
attacks?
you are
Just to
correct.
keep it up?
Thank you, Kyle. Shiva, would you like to take your crossbow attack?
Yes, I would.
Okay. Thank you, Kyle. I'm a terrible dungeon master. That or I'm trying to kill you guys in the first combat.
All right. Crossbow on Goblin 3.
All right. Your crossbow attack is a miss as it goes wide.
But maybe I scared him.
Yes. Leandri, your Sacred Flame goes off. If you go to your Actions tab in your character sheet, you will see Sacred Flame. There is a little D20 icon. Drop it on the... Yep, perfect. Get my mouse control here. It fails its saving throw, so if you grab the little teardrop, it will show... or it will drop that on the token that failed that save. It will do the damage to it. As ooh, look at that, nice 4 points of damage erupt as radiant fire erupts around this goblin. It calls out, "It burns me! It burns!" All right.
So when he gets hit by the flame, I'm gonna say, "Are you sure you want to come closer?"
The other one calls out and says, "He's not sure, but me sure." All right, Boop. We are back to you, sir.
Beverick, these ones are running away, and the other ones are attacking the wagon. I'm gonna go save the wagon, because it's got food.
All right. I need a... now, how are you getting down the embankment? Are you climbing down, or are you surfing down?
I'm sliding.
Okay, make me a dexterity acrobatics check to see if you scrape the backside of your knees.
No.
No, you do not. In fact, you go to slide, but you just start running down, and it's pretty steep. So you start running too fast, and you get there way quicker than you anticipated. So you get there so fast, you can take an attack action if you would like to.
All right. I peel out my rapier, and I attack. Get away from my food!
You poke this goblin right in the side as he looks at you in surprise as you have appeared before him. Oh my goodness. You poke him so hard, you poke him right through the ribs and puncture his heart because you, of course, are a master of goblin anatomy, knowing your own anatomy. That goblin is dead.
Oh.
And he is no more as he falls to the ground. The first foe has been vanquished of the campaign.
I point at the other one. You want some of this?
All right. Perfect. All right. Xander, it is your turn.
I'm going to say, Broderick, my friend, I'm going to leave this to you, and I'm going to start heading back to the wagon.
Excellent. Broderick, it seems that your new found party has a lot of faith in you as a bugbear.
Don't know why.
Not for sure either. We'll see how this ends up. Would you like to climb down said hill, Xander?
I'd like to, if I can kind of like flip down.
Okay, so you want to like parkour down, kind of like run and slide. Okay, make me a dexterity acrobatics check. To maintain your balance, let's see if you actually fall to the ground. Oh no, you are perfect. So yes,
I
move
pirouette at the end.
Yes, and you do very with elven grace. Your elven bloodline comes through here as you display your hands. It
Oh.
does not seem that anyone noticed, though.
Oh, what? Oh, okay.
There's goblins attacking wagons and stuff. No one cares what the
Yeah.
elf is doing.
I don't know. I was very impressed. I thought I saw something out of the corner of my eye.
So is that your movement?
Yes.
Is that more than 30 feet?
Slightly.
Okay.
I think so.
Okay. Do you want to move any further?
Nope.
Okay. That is where you are at. Brevrak, what would you like to do, Bugbear?
I'm gonna move 10 feet right there so that goblin is within range of my my glaive.
Okay.
I'm gonna swipe at it.
Okay. He's going to be right there. Yeah, that's 10 foot. All right.
I have a 15-foot reach.
Oh, that's right. You have 15-foot reach. Yes. Yes. I forgot you and your long limbs. Your 12 will miss the goblin. Unless you have some way to...
Bardic Inspiration.
Oh! Would you like to roll a d6 and add it to your attack?
Yes, he would.
You solidly hit the creature because you remember that you were bardically inspired.
It's because Xander believes in me.
Yeah, that's
I
right.
do. That's why I left you by yourself. You
Yes.
got this, bro.
And you cleave the goblinoid in half.
Wow.
As
I
it
believed in you
dies.
the whole time.
Wow, that's nice. All right, Brevrak, is there anything else you would like to do? You still have some movement left.
Not seeing where the other goblin went, I'm gonna start heading back towards the group.
Okay, excellent. Are you climbing down?
Yeah.
All right, make me a strength athletics check. Oh no. It takes you all your movement to get to the bottom of the hill, as you also scrape a knee.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Yeah, you're holding your knee. You're like, Shiva, it is your turn. You are under siege by a goblin who has an arrow drawn and is pointing it at you or the wagon. You cannot tell.
I can't see him.
No, you can see him. He's got the arrow drawn, but you're not for sure who he's aiming this arrow at.
Okay.
But it's clearly pointed at the wagon.
I am going to very cockily reload my crossbow and laugh at him and say, "Are you sure you want to do this?"
Okay.
And I think it takes me a turn to load it, right?
Is it a heavy crossbow?
No, it's a light one.
Yeah, you can. The loading property is it takes your turn to load it. You can shoot it.
Oh, okay. And then I'm gonna point it at him and shoot him.
When it has the loading property, you just can't shoot multiple times in a turn.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Your attack goes wide as it misses this crazy little goblinoid. All right, Leandri.
I'm gonna do Sacred Flame again.
All right. You call out to your god. Who's your deity?
Kill him? Well, I can't say the name. Like, I forgot.
Kelvnor?
Yeah.
Okay. You call out to your deity. And this
Like, hey, you,
creature
what's your face?
this creature fails his saving throw as radiant fire erupts around him and starts to burn its skin. But doing minimal damage to him, as it seems like all his skin is oily and wet, and it doesn't catch as much fire as it should. All right, Goblinoid, Goblin number 1. All right, this goblin double moves, and in the fact of double moving, becomes becomes visible as he is not sneaking, and has an arrow knocked and drawn and is pointing at you, Xander. But it double moves, so it does not get an attack. Goblin number 3 is going to attack the wagon, and he is going to attack the sassy mouth satyr in the wagon. And he looses an arrow, and it misses as it goes doing right into the side of the wagon, as you have ducked down very tactically for cover.
Whew.
Boop.
Xander's already wounded, so I'm gonna go help Xander.
Okay.
Much appreciated.
So you charge up the embankment. Maybe.
Yes.
Make me a strength athletics check.
Can I assist?
You
Give him
can.
a little arm up.
It will take your reaction to like put a hand on his back and push him up, but that will give him advantage on his strength athletics check. Oh, and that's a natural 20. With the assistance from Xander, you get right to the top, and you are standing right next to this. You're pretty sure you drank ale with this goblin at a frat party back in college.
And he drank it all.
He did. What a butthole. Your attack goes wide as you tried to pierce him with a rapier.
Yeah.
Okay. Xander, it is your turn. What would you like to do?
Can I throw a dagger at this goblin?
You can. You flip a dagger up in the air, catch it by the blade, and toss it.
Okay. So I've never actually used a physical weapon before, 'cause this is all magic. So what do I do?
So, if you under your actions tab, there is you'll see where it says dagger, and there'll be a little bomb. That will be the thrown
okay.
one. If you the little D20 or the big D20 that's right next to the +4, you click and hold that. That'll put a D20 on your cursor. Drop it on the token that you would like to attack.
Gotcha. Nice.
Perfect. Yes. And you saw you miss this goblin as your dagger goes wide into the woods. Make me a perception check to see if you can follow it.
Where's my...
You see exactly where the dagger sticks into the side of a tree. And I have to apologize to you, Xander. I did not attack with disadvantage with that arrow shot. It could have possibly missed. But there are no takesy-backsies. Would you like to move or take a bonus action?
You seem.
No, I'll see where I'm at.
All right. So you stay right there. Brevrak, you were down at the bottom. What would you like to do?
Brevrak is gonna go investigate the food. I mean the horses.
Yes, you go investigate the horses. So, as you look around the horses, make me a perception check. All right. With a 16, this is what you see. The saddlebags here have been looted. Nearby lies an empty leather map case. And that is all anything of value that you find.
No, I see food.
Well, you do see food. All right, Shiva, we are back to you.
So Shiva's a little bit annoyed that the arrow came so close to her, so she's going to frostbolt the goblin that looked at her.
Okay, you stand up and you point at this creature as ice forms the tip of your fingertip and shoots at this goblin.
And this was Goblin 3, right?
Yes, Goblin 3. Oh, you solidly hit the goblin in the chest. As the ice impacts him, you see his chest cave in a bit as ice starts to form around him. Yes, and the ice puts him into cardiac arrest as he falls and dies.
I tried to warn you.
You say out loud. All right. Would you like to move or do anything else?
No, I'm gonna, duck back down into the wagon.
All right, you duck back down. Leandry.
I'm gonna go over here.
All right,
And-
you jump out of the wagon and head towards your friends.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast Healing Word on Xander.
Okay, so you cast Healing Word, but since you are a Grave Cleric, you're going to maximally heal her. So that is your bonus action. What is your... so you will heal her for 7? Or heal him for
Xander's
7?
not on the ground.
What's that?
Xander's not dying, so it doesn't do max healing.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Okay.
Yeah.
That's right.
I like Myth's version better.
No.
Me too.
No.
Should I
Well,
shield it
okay. Xander, you're unconscious.
Oops. Never mind me.
All right. So...
Do I just roll this little dice on him?
Yeah, so in your Actions tab,
Yeah.
under Healing Word, there's a little plus thing. You
Mhm.
see the little plus?
Yeah.
Left click that, hold that down, and then drop it on Xander's token.
Yeah.
Yeah, perfect. And then you heal Xander for 6. Xander, you feel this like warming light hit you, and it actually forces the arrow that is stuck in the back of your thigh out, and it falls to the ground. And as you feel the wound healing from the inside, feel very nice. Now,
Oh, I say thank you, my friend. A cowardly goblin put that in my back. No offense, Boop.
Was Boop the one that put it in your back?
No.
I don't even have any arrows.
Leandri, that was your bonus action. You have an action if you'd like to cast Sacred Flame or do something else. You may.
I'm gonna shoot my crossbow at the.
Okay.
And I'm gonna
That's
say, well, I will shoot an arrow back at him.
All right. Perfect.
Not.
Our first natural one of the campaign.
Hey!
You go to loose bolt, and you're not for sure if you bought a really terrible light crossbow or you just haven't used it in a long time. But the stringing mechanism that shoots the arrow goes boing as it breaks and shatters. And the good part about that is you get to keep your bolt, but the bad part is you're going to need to repair your light crossbow before you use it again. The goblin's turn to go. He is going to bonus action disengage with his little nimble escape feature that goblins have. And he's going to move away from you, Boop. And he is going to shoot at you as you try to attack him. He's very unhappy about that. And he misses you as the arrow goes by your head. And it is your turn, Boop.
All right. Whoop. I just charge at him.
Okay.
Rapier out and ready to stab and poke.
Okay. You poke him solidly in the chest with your rapier. Oh my gosh, doing so much damage that it may or may not kill him. Is there anything different you want to do with this attack when you poke through his chest?
Nah.
All right. You kill this creature. As this creature dies in front of you, he says, I could have given you information.
Oh shit!
That's all right.
Oh boy.
Oops.
All right. We are out of initiative.
Boop, my friend, can you help me find my dagger? It's like right there. It's like right there.
You threw it over here?
Yeah. Like, well, come toward me.
Not down the hill though, right?
No, not down the hill.
No more hills.
Look,
No more hills.
look where I'm
for me.
pointing. Look where I'm pointing. It's right there. Can you see where I'm pointing, Boop?
I'm looking.
It's gonna take 15 minutes, guys.
Maybe a perception check. Yes. Oh, look at that.
Oh wow.
You see exactly where the dagger is, but you don't.
Nice.
So at this point, you see the dagger. What do you do?
I point for Xander to go get it. Over there.
No, I know that, Boop. Could you get it for me so I don't have to climb back up?
But you're so good. I saw you twisting and turning, and
True. Thank you. But you're already there. You know, you're like this close, like this
Alright.
close.
I'll move towards it. Is it high?
Oh
It is 3 feet in the air.
I can reach that.
That's not bad.
I pluck it out.
All right, you pluck out the dagger.
Here, Xander, catch me.
I got him.
All right. The goblin comes charging down at you.
Oh no.
And make me a strength athletics
Oh,
check
God.
to see if you can.
With
Oh.
advantage, right?
I might need more healing.
No.
Oh no.
Oh no!
Can I
so-
touch her with guidance?
You can touch her with guidance. Do you have guidance? Did you take
Yeah.
guidance?
I do.
Okay. Yes, roll me a d4, Xander. Roll a d4, and we'll see if
Oh shit.
your guidance saves you as Leandri. Oh, look at that! So you start to go unconscious. You feel a touch in your back as Leandri touches your back and gives you guidance, and it almost seems to strengthen your resolve, as it were, as you catch the goblin and you stand firm in your and don't get knocked to your feet with a goblin on top of you. You guys notice that Brevrak is over by the horses, chopping and quartering them up. It looks like he's butchering them for meals.
I would like to check out the Goblin Bodies.
Excellent. You check out the Goblin Bodies. Dun, dun, dun. So many things. So as you look over the Goblin Bodies, you see that they are all in leather armor. They all have a crude short bow with 10 crude arrows. The only thing that you notice about the arrows is they all are similar in the fact that they have black feathers sticking out of the back. Make me an intelligence history check, if you would, please, good bard. Ooh, you're not for sure what tribe this comes from, but you know that different tribes of goblins have different trademarks, and these black feathers might be a trademark of a certain tribe of goblin.
I want to ask Boop. Boop, do you recognize these feathers?
Boop, make me an intelligence history check with advantage because it has to do with your kin. Yes. Boop, you know that they are from. You know that there is a tribe near this area called Cragmaw goblins that use this kind of insignia, black feathered arrows.
Yeah, there's Kragma guys nearby. We used to drink with them. They're not good. Not good people.
What else do you know about them?
They used to drink a lot. And they cheat at gambling, so don't gamble with them.
Alright.
You find crude scimitars, crude bows, these arrows, and nothing of value on the goblins.
They weren't very good at what they were trying to do, are they?
Sometimes they trap around the trees too, so if you go looking around, you gotta be careful.
Brevrak, as you're quartering up these horses, you notice something. You recognize that one of these horses is Gundren Rockseeker's horse. And you're pretty sure the other horse is that of Sildar Hallwinter's horse. The companion, the human companion that was with Gundren, who set out a day ahead of you.
Just seems like free food to me.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay. let's go help Revrek get those horses out of the way so we can continue.
All right.
Are we going to continue or are we going to search around the forest? There's probably more.
More goblins?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Well, let's
Well,
do some searching.
Mm-hmm.
If they don't have stuffs on them, then there's stuff somewhere.
Oh, do you think they were good at what they did?
Well, we didn't fall for their trap. We didn't go down the middle, so it divided them, and they didn't get to ambush us. So we took their advantage into our advantage.
Is anybody good here at looking for tracks on the ground, and we can maybe try to find a path to wherever they're camping?
I've got decent investigation. Oh, I gotta climb up this freaking thing again.
Yeah, you know what? There's too many knees that are injured right now. I don't know if we can risk climbing up these hills.
I put my hands together and I motioned to give them a boost.
All right, I'm gonna try to flip back up there.
All right. Let's see how well this goes.
Go do with advantage.
Yes, with advantage. You are getting helped. So you were expecting a little more of an ump from the goblin, that the goblin gave you nothing. In fact, you think the
I
goblin.
just fell right back on top of him.
Yes, you're pretty sure the goblin basically opened his hands up and like laughed at you. As you go to flip up there, you do like the half backflip and land on your back. Boom, thud. You don't take any damage, but it takes you a moment to get the air back into your lungs as the wind is blasted out of them.
My friends
Wow.
wanted to practice our trust exercises.
No, I didn't know you ate so many pies.
I will not take offense to that. Okay, so I'm up here. I would
Alright.
like to carefully check around for traps or other items.
Sure. Perception or investigation, whichever you would like to use.
Let's do investigation.
Ooh, investigation. As you investigate this area and you look around, the only thing that you notice is there is a dagger mark in one of the trees, and there is recent movement through the trees that would suggest battle, but you quickly ascertain that those are from the battle that you just had, and you don't find anything other than those things.
Okay.
Xander, why did you climb up this side? Obviously, all the stuff's going to be on the fancy side.
You may be right, Boop. Why don't you go check that side?
Evrak!
Brevrak, you hear the goblin call out for you as you are quartering up these horses and thinking, "I'm eating good tonight."
I'm gonna turn around with one of the legs of the horse in my mouth already, just like, huh?
We need a lift. All right, let's get closer.
All right, so where are you guys heading?
Thought you were going to the fancy side.
I don't see Boop. Oh, there he is.
Well, this is where the other two ambushed us from, so we should probably check this side before we slide down and go up the fancy slide.
Did
Plus,
you
we're
already...
closer to Brevrik.
All right. Well, you check that area. I'll check this area.
All right.
Get all up in those trees.
All right, investigation or perception, whichever you would like to make. All right, a 10 and a 14. So more of the same. You just see the recent battle stuff. You don't see anything else. You do, Boop, see where these goblins, you being a goblin, you see where they climbed up the embankment here to kind of make their little makeshift little hideouts and their little people blinds, as it were. Instead of a duck blind, they made little people blinds. To try to ambush the people so they wouldn't be seen as people were coming down the trail.
Xander, I can see climb marks from where they came up this bank, so they must have been on the other bank first.
Okay. Let's go
Like the
check it out.
fancy side.
Yes. Let's go to the fancy side.
Brevrik,
All Alright, I'm going to attempt to flip down again.
You're gonna flip down. You run to the edge. You jump in the air. You do a forward flip. Let's see how well you land on your feet. Very skillfully, bam, right on your feet. You
I take a
display
bow.
your arms. You take a bow, and everyone sees it this time.
Yay! Oh, that was wonderful.
you,
That was
thank you.
wonderful.
Thank you. You're too kind.
I think the ladies can get closer. We haven't been shot anymore. All right, I'm gonna run down this bank because that worked last time.
All right.
Should I try to move this wagon up a little bit closer?
You can if you would like to.
Yes, let's try it.
All right. Make me an intelligence check.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I know what I'm doing, guys. I know what I'm doing.
So you snap the reins, and the oxen tried to move, but you quickly realize that the brake is set. So they're trying to go, and the wagon's not moving because it's in park. And the oxen, after a moment of realizing what's going on, and they're very well trained, they look back at you with disdain and disgust, like you don't know what you're doing. So you feel like you just got scolded by an oxen.
Actually, I'm not gonna move it. I'm gonna keep it here. I think this is probably a better spot for it. So I'll come out. Do you want me to come up and help look for tracks too?
Yes, please. All eyes. Any eyes would be helpful. Let's get up this slope. Boop, are you coming?
Yeah,
Okay.
Bevrock, can you lift me up to the top so I don't have to try to climb?
I can lift you.
I would hate for my niece. I saw the way you lifted Xander.
Well, Xander eats lots of pies.
I can. Oh, my athletics not great. Yeah, let's have Breverick help you.
All right, I'll walk over with the leg still in my mouth and help.
Okay.
All right.
So if Brevrak is helping you, he can just kind of like set you guys up there.
Oh, perfect.
Okay.
With his
Yeah.
Beautiful.
long limbs and his strength. Yeah, he easily sets you up at the top.
Much
Make a perception
appreciated.
or investigation check when you get to the top. All right, Boop. You easily see Xander. You easily investigate. You see.
Xander, you just look so beautiful the way you climb this. I'm so impressed.
So Shiva. You are mesmerized by this half elf. You've never seen beauty in a man before, such as this elf. The grace that this half elf bard bestows upon you. You feel blessed to be in the presence of this bard, and you are so distracted you cannot see anything other than the beauty of this half elf next to you.
Got like this little anime. What is it, like Bishi diamonds all around my face?
Oh
you know?
yeah,
You know what I'm talking
Yes.
about? Glittering.
exactly.
I'm so blessed.
And you feel lucky. You're like, this is such a grand adventure. I'm having so much fun.
I am having
Guys.
so much fun.
Guys, can we focus?
I am so focused.
Yes.
Yes, and you and Boop, you look at her and she is very focused on Xander.
There's much help in the wagon.
Excellent. You guys notice something here. You see drag marks up the side of the embankment here that look like it head off in the direction of the horse, where it looks like something was dragged up the embankment and dragged off into the direction north of here. You also notice there is a bunch of small humanoid footprints that resemble Boop's feet prints as he's walking around. And you notice there is one set of booted footprint that looks like the size of a half-elf or human. And they all head north.
Okay. I'd like to follow it while looking for traps as I go.
Excellent. How far would you like to follow these trails? Like 100 feet,
Uh,
500
scroll-
feet, 1,000 feet?
Until I find something.
Okay. So, you start to follow the trail. Is anyone else going with her? As you see, Xander is very focused in this trail and disappears off into the woods, at least 1,000 feet away from you are currently.
Brevrak, we're gonna follow the drag marks to the fancy side.
What about the cart?
I don't know if we can get it in. Maybe if you push.
You know that you can't get the cart up the embankment. It's just too steep. So you would have to park the wagon here.
Do we have any idea whose horses those were? Because that's probably who they dragged away.
The two that were sent ahead of us.
The guy that was gonna pay us?
Yeah.
Okay, then the wagon's not worth anything unless we rescue that guy. We should probably charge him double, though.
I like your thinking, Boop. Alright, which direction are we going? This way?
You're going north.
We gotta go to the fancy side.
Is this north? Is this north? Is this north?
Leandrew, do you need help up?
Okay.
I get so yeah.
All right. You guys head north. And we are, you don't have to worry about the map as you guys are heading into the wilderness. Following the Goblin's Trail, you come across a large cave. No, that's not what you do. That's way too far ahead. I'm skipping too far ahead.
Hey, we can't hide the wagon, but should we hide some of the crates in the bushes or something in case someone tries to steal it?
That's not a bad idea.
It's a Boop idea.
So would you like to do that before you head off into the woods north of here?
Yes.
All right, so you guys take a little bit of time. It's by the time this fight is over, it's mid-afternoon, getting into the late afternoon. So I'd say it's about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. It is springtime, so you know that the days are getting longer and longer. But interesting. So, you hide the materials of the wagon, the barrels and the crates and stuff into the woods, and you just leave minimal stuff in the wagon. You pull the wagon over to the side where the oxen can graze and at least get a little bit of grazing in so they can take a rest. You leave them attached to the wagon, or do you unhook them from the yokes and tie them to a tree?
I said time to a tree.
Okay. Give them a little more free rein so they're not, and the wagon is less easily stolen, I guess, as it were.
That sounds good, yeah.
Yeah.
If only there were horses here, we could make it look like it was hitched up to horses.
Yeah, if only they weren't cut into and quartered. You know what I mean? All right. So, Xander, make me a survival or investigation roll, as you were the one that are investigating these tracks. Okay. You easily follow the tracks. After a little while of following the tracks, you notice something in the road. You notice that you see where you see a clear drag mark of something small, like a knapsack full of something about the size of a goblin. Maybe a little bigger, maybe a little fatter. You see a bunch of small goblinoid footprints, and you see one set of footed, like booted human footprints. The human footprints are in the rear. It looks like the other goblin footprints are in front. It's like goblin footprints, drag marks, and then these human footprints in the rear. Um, as you're following them, you notice that they stop and they kind of go around an area um, where the trail goes straight. The trail goes straight, but it looks like all the footprints they separate here and they go around on both sides, kind of around, and then you can kind of see them reform on the other side of an area. But like the trail goes straight and it's very clear, and there's a bunch of leaves in the middle of the ground. What do you do?
I'm gonna tell the group I think there's something here. Don't walk on this part. Let's go around it.
Walk over this part? Is that what you said?
No.
Do we have a different map? Or
No, not yet. This is
Oh, okay.
just what you see in front of you.
Okay.
Can I perceive anything through the leaves?
Well, make me a perception check or investigation, whichever we would like.
I'm gonna do this again.
You can just throw rocks.
So it looks like the leaves that are covering the trail here have been recently placed here, and they're definitely a mixed match of leaves from different areas of the forest. As you look around the trees, you see some birch trees and some oak trees, some willow trees, and some pine trees. But some of these leaves that are here clearly aren't any trees that are around here. So it seems like someone has brought leaves here and has scattered them over this area for whatever reason.
Good. I want to kick some of the leaves away.
Okay, with what?
My rapier.
Okay, so you poke out your rapier and you swipe, and your rapier is not very wide, so it doesn't take very many leaves. But as you like pushing them around, you see the edge of what appears to be a pit trap here.
Okay. I'm gonna let the group know that, and I want all of us to go around.
Ooh, good eye, good eye. All right, let's go around.
And then continue following the footsteps up ahead.
Okay, yeah. As you guys go around and you direct your party around, you get to the other side, and from this side you can kind of see the other edge. It looks like the leaves are kind of built up to hide this side. It's clearly a pit trap in the middle of the trail to capture would-be followers of this.
Typical crag moth. Ha.
Ah. It's good to know. So let's stop focusing on Xander and look at the path a little bit more, just to make sure that we catch everything.
All right.
Xander goes, what?
All right. Following the Goblin's Trail, you come across a large cave in a hillside 5 miles from the scene of the ambush. A shallow stream flows out of the cave's mouth, which is screened by dense briar thickets. A narrow, dry path leads into the cave on the right-hand side of the stream. I will share said map with you guys. So as you guys approach, you come up, you see this cave mouth. You kind of see into the cave a little bit. You see there's a stream. It does not appear to be a very deep stream. You think you easily enough to cross, even though it's 5 to 10 foot wide in some places. You think that you can easily cross it. You can easily cross the river because it appears to only be like 2 or 3 feet deep. What would you
That's
like
like
to
a
do?
whole boot.
Yeah.
Hey, Brevrak.
Yeah,
Hmm?
Brevrak.
If we hide on either side of the doorway and then we tell Shiva to lie in the puddle and splash around and yell help, then we can like smack them when they come out.
Okay.
Yeah, this sounds like a lot of fun, actually. Okay.
All right, everybody, go find a hidey position.
Oh, let me unlock tokens, shall we? All right, move to where you want to be. All right, I need everybody to make a stealth check.
Oh shoot, I was already there.
At a small height of 7'2",
For
it's hard to
goodness
hide.
sakes.
All right, perfect. All right, so as you guys are sneaking around into your thing, nothing seems to happen as you guys are getting into your bushes and hiding yourselves. Boop looks at you, Shiva, and says,
Go on, splash, make noise.
All right, I hop into the middle of the stream,
okay.
and then I'm just gonna kind of half swim a little bit, and kick my legs up and scream, "Ah, help me!"
As you do that, two goblins come around the briar thicket. And to look at you, their attention completely focused on you. As they come around here, though, they see Brevrak, and they pause for a moment, and then they keep walking towards you. Because Brevrak's like hidden up against the wall, right? But when they come around the edge, there's no place for him to hide. But he's a bugbear. And so they look at him and like they don't recognize him, but you can tell like in their eyes, Brevrak, that they're not going to like challenge who you are because you're a goddamn bugbear. And so they just keep walking towards this creature that is flailing in the thing, and they pull out their scimitars and they point them at you. And they say, "Get out of the water! This is Cragmaw Cave. You leave."
I need help! I'm drowning, and I'll splash them.
Okay,
me,
so
help
you
me.
splash water in their eyes. Roll a d20. Let's see if you get any of them in the eye.
With my 2s and 1s?
Oh yes. Well, you rolled a 15.
Nice.
So apparently you're terrible at everything else, but splashing water, you're amazing at. As you splash water, you hear one of them say, "My eyes! It's in my eyes! Why you do this?"
Brevrak, now!
You hear the call from the bushes, Brevrak.
Pardon?
You hear Boop from the bushes call out.
All right, I'll take a swat at one of them
All
with
right,
my glaive.
let's roll initiative as we are going into. You're going to get a surprise round because these guys are not expecting the bugbear to attack. All right. So Brevrak, you'll get one attack on one of them if you would like to take it.
Yeah. For sure.
Right. You swing with your glaive, and you almost score a critical hit as your glaive bites deep into the creature's shoulder, cutting him from shoulder all the way to the middle of his body. Let's see how deep the glaive actually cut, though.
Is he surprised by this attack?
He is, in fact, surprised by this attack.
All right. So I'm going to use the bugbear's surprise attack ability.
Okay. Do you have that on your action tab?
No.
Okay.
But I was just going to roll 2d6 afterwards.
Okay, that's fine. I need to add that to you. Or it doesn't matter because you can cleave that goblin in half.
I just want it to be known that there's a lot more damage happening.
Yeah. Well, roll your 2d6 and let's see. Let's see if you cut him past his belt. You, in fact, cut him all the way from shoulder through the middle of his crotch as he falls in 2 pieces, dead, into the river. And blood and entrails start to seep closer and closer to you, Shiva.
Ooh,
Wait,
oh,
there's more.
Yes.
Oh, no.
Whenever I roll a 1 or a 2 for damage on any attack, I can re-roll that die, taking the new number.
Okay, well, let's see what you rolled.
Oh.
Oh.
It's slightly better.
It is slightly better. It's not worse. So
Yeah.
that is a plus. All right. The goblin goes because he's very quick to react. And he says, "Why you kill my friend? You're supposed to be Crackball, friend." And he pokes you with his scimitar. Or at least attempts to. And misses you wide as you easily move out of the way of this inferior goblinoid creature. Xander, you are very fast to react. What would you like to do?
I would like to see if I could surprise him, just kind of rush him and stab him with my rapier.
All right. You move in as his focus is on the bugbear. You move in to attack.
Where's my rapier? There it is.
You tried to rush in there, and you pull your rapier, and it hits a tree and falls to the ground as the tree disarms you. You spend the rest of your turn picking up your rapier that is in the bottom of these weeds and bushes and brambles. It's very thick here. You were not expecting. No one expects the thick brambles. Leandri.
I'm gonna do Sacred Flame.
All right, you cast Sacred Flame onto this goblinoid creature. He laughs in your face and says, "Not today, grave lord." Shiva, you are splashing in the water prone. What would you like to do?
So seeing like all the guts and the blood starting to head my way, I'm actually going to start panicking a little bit and trying to get up out of the water and get the grossness away.
Okay, so you stand up. It takes half your movement.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you would like to move away from that square, if you move away from that goblin, you're going to provoke.
I know. So I'm just gonna spend my time getting the splashing it away.
Okay, so you get up and you're like, "Oh, gross, 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 gross," and you start like, the problem is the current is flowing towards you. So as you're trying to not get the guts and grime and gore coming towards you, it's still coming towards you, but you're managing to barely, basically push it to either side as more and more seem to be coming towards you. In fact, make me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, for goodness.
Oh no! So you get a little bit of gore and grime starting to hit your legs, and you start to freak out a little bit. Make me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, thank goodness.
So you feel the rush of anxiety and panic, and your heart starts to race. You start to sweat a little bit, but then you realize it's only just a little bit of blood. You'll be okay. You've had this happen before, and you calm yourself down.
I actually say that out loud. Okay, it's only a little bit of blood. It'll be okay. I've seen this before. So I'm just talking to myself to calm myself down.
Excellent. Brevrak, it is your turn. You have a goblin in front of you. What would you like to do?
I'll just take my glaive to it again.
All right. You bring your glaive back and thrust it forward into this goblinoid creature. And you solidly hit him in his gut as more guts spill out into the river. And oh my god.
Oh no!
You see the glaive as you're Shiva, as you're standing there in the water, and you're like, "It's okay, it's okay, it'll be okay." You see this goblinoid that has its back to you, all of a sudden just explode in amount of gore, and you just get sprayed as this glaive pokes through this creature and comes back, and the dead creature falls like half onto your body, bounces off of you, and falls into the stream, and you're just standing there, kind of shaking, as you've got blood and gore like covering your arms and your whole right side of your body.
I'm gonna kind of just stare at Brevrak in a little bit of shock, like, why?
Sorry.
Why? And then if we're out of initiative, I'm gonna move up the stream a little bit away from the blood and gore and wash myself off.
You are out of initiative. You guys are.
So, Brevrak,
Hmm?
I was thinking we could question one of those guys.
Oh no!
You know, ask
think-
them in here inside.
Okay, I got this. I'll reach into my pack, pull out my 10 feet of chain, wrap one of them up, and then use my lock to lock it.
I don't think it works like that, Brevrak.
No, but if you heal it, right?
Might be a bit beyond healing.
Yeah, I think so. I think.
I'm sure there's more inside.
All right, yes, let's be a little bit more delicate in the killing of these things. And
Future reference. Future reference.
yes, okay.
What is delicate?
Not your swings.
Don't go through the body. There you go.
I don't understand.
It's okay. I'm gonna know not to stand anywhere near you where you're fighting. Thank you, Brevrik, for this lesson of today.
I have very long arms. It doesn't matter where you stand.
Oh shoot. So we know now that I need extra clothes for every single fight that we have, and Boop needs knee pads. We'll
None
be
of,
able
these
to-
items, none of these items did you see on the wagon load of provisions.
Ugh.
I want to investigate the area that the goblins came from.
Sure. You most certainly can. Make me an investigation check. As you look around this area here, Sander, I'll move you over here. As you move around that area, what you notice is it looks like the thick brambles provide really good cover for this area, as there's an opening here, and it looks like this is some sort of lookout station that these goblins were set up in, and you think that it's open to basically guard the cave entrance. So even though they wouldn't get a good shot from like where you approached from because the brambles are so thick, once you would actually get to the cave entrance, they would be able to attack you openly with their short bow attacks and do, you think, significant damage from here. So it's a very tactical position to hold to protect the cave entrance.
Okay, I'm gonna go back to them and tell them I think those were guards for the cave, so they're definitely hiding or holding something in there.
Yeah, it would be good to know how many's in there, but maybe we can be quiet when we're walking in there and do Boop's idea if we can get one of them separated.
Well, they don't seem to care that Brevrik's here anyway, so he could probably just walk around inside.
Oh my gosh. Yes. Very smart, Boop.
They
Shiva,
probably wouldn't.
make me an intelligence check.
Oh, that's a saving throw. And intelligence is this one.
Everything seems legit.
Yeah, that sounds right, guys.
You feel-
I think that's such
yeah.
a good idea.
I think Boop's okay here too.
I would
Yeah,
like
that sounds
to-
right.
If Brevrik's gonna go into the cave, I'd like to stealthily follow behind him, kind of using him to make myself.
Like hide in his
Unseen.
shadow and behind
Yeah,
his form.
yeah.
Okay. As you look inside the cave, it is very dark. Does anyone not have dark vision?
Shiva.
Yeah.
Shiva, it looks very dark inside.
Oh, I can't see a thing in there.
Maybe if you hold Xander.
Oh, that is right. Boop.
I put out my hand for Shiva, and I will guide her.
Oh,
As Shiva
Uh-huh.
grabs your hand, Sander, you realize that she has not got all of the blood and gore off of her hand, and now you have a little bit of blood and gore on your hand.
I make a face, but I kind of hide it. I'm like,
I could cast light on something for you, Shiva.
oh, I can't.
that might give us away though. I think it's probably better that we. I'll just stumble. And two, it's okay that I'm holding Xander's hand, so I think that's safe.
All right, Brovak, as you enter into this cave, you notice that there's the stream, and then on the right side of that there is a small dry patch that you can like walk on. But as you look to your right, you see an opening, and what you see is just inside the cave mouth, a few uneven stone slabs lead up to a small dank chamber on the east side of this passage. The cave narrows to a steep fissure at the far end and is filled with the stench of animals, savage snarls, and the sounds of rattling chains greet your ears, where 3 wolves are chained up just inside the opening. Each wolf's chains lead to an iron rod driven into the base of a stalagmite. And you see these 3 wolves, like snarling and snapping at you. You know, they're snapping and snarling at you as you look inside this kennel. They are all on chains and they are all fastened to the ground, but they are making quite a bit of ruckus. What would you like to do?
Like, does it look like they can move out of there, or are they stuck where they are?
It looks like they're moving about as far as they can go. They're basically they're wolves, but they're basically just like chained up dogs that are on a leash and mounted into the ground. So you don't think they're going to move any further.
I'll just look to the group to see what they want to do.
Do you have any more horse?
Oh yes, throw them horse. They're here because they're an alarm, I think. Or run back and go get some of that gore that you spilt all over the side of the river there. Let's feed
Wait,
them and quiet them.
Someone go pick up that goblin, the one that wasn't smeared in half.
Okay. I pick up the goblin and I take his short bow and his arrows just to help me blend in later if I need to.
Okay, got you. And then you move up to there, and you
Yeah,
throw the carcass of the goblin.
Yeah.
All right, as you do that, it does not appear the wolves have any interest in eating this stanky, whatever husk of meat that you throw them, as they turn their nose up, and they just growl even more at you.
Mm.
Do you have any more horse? Where's that leg that you had?
I ate it.
Oh. What about the bone? I like the bone.
I dropped it.
Oh.
I think we're fine.
Okay, yeah. You calm them down, Boop.
All right, Boop, make me an animal handling check. They seem to be very not enthused with you. In fact, they nip at you as you get close to them.
Okay, that's good.
Alright, I'm gonna continue up the creek.
All right, as you come to this area of this, the main passage from the cave mouth climbs steeply upward, the stream plunging and splashing down its west side. In the shadows, a side passage leads west across the other side of the stream. So, and then up ahead, in the shadows of the ceiling to the north, you can just make out the dim shape of a rickety bridge of wood and rope crossing over the passage ahead of you. Another passage intersects this one 20 feet above the floor. So you see basically where you're at, you see a passage that goes to the left. You see the passage continues up and curves to the right that follows the stream. And then 20 feet above the stream and this passage, you see this rickety wooden rope bridge that connects another passage.
too high for me to reach.
Even with your long limbs, you are not able to reach the bottom of the bridge.
At a short height of 7'2".
Some of these paths might lead up to that bridge up there.
Leandry,
Right.
did you cast light?
No,
No?
no.
So Xander is just leading Shiva?
Yep.
Yes.
Mhm.
I'd like to look. So there's this path up here on the left, and then there's the path on the right curving with the water,
Mhm.
right? I'd like to look at both paths and see if I see any footprints.
Yes, make me an investigation, survival, or perception check. All right, you do see footprints in the path that goes to the right, that goes underneath the bridge. You see small goblinoid footprints. You do see something to the left is moving through this passage, but it is not as... the cave floor here doesn't have as much mud and dust and debris to leave footprints in, but you can tell that it is well traveled as there is things moved to the side as things are moving through, but the ground is harder rock here, so it doesn't leave any impressions, so you're not for sure what is passing through here.
Well,
Brevrak, as
What
you
do we-
move closer up ahead, you notice that this kind of opens. As you can see forward, you see where there's at the end of this passage, it kind of T intersects, and it goes back north, and then it continues to the left a little bit here, and you see what appears to be bedrolls on the floor at the very far end of that chamber.
Alright, I can say, alright guys, we need to be quiet here.
Why?
Try to like quietly walk forward to get a better view.
I'm gonna follow Brevrak because I don't want him to get too far without us, and
Okay.
I'm gonna continue to lead Shiva.
I thought we were being quiet already.
That's funny. All right, this large cave is divided in half by a 10-foot high. Oh, you haven't got there yet. Thought you were moving a little farther than you had. There you go. All right. This large cave is divided in half by a 10-foot high escarpment. A steep natural staircase leads from the lower portion of the upper ledge. The air is hazy with the smoke of a cooking fire and pungent from the smell of poorly cured hides and unwashed goblins. You see, let me get my wolves off of the board because you guys did not murder them, which is good. You see a bunch of goblins in this room. At the top of the embankment, you see Brevrak. You see a goblin that has got a knife to the throat of a human creature, as there are 5 goblins down below. As you turn the corner, they see you, and the one up there says, "I am Yelnick. Who might you be, bugbear? I do not recognize thee."
I am Brevrak. I am lost.
This is not the place to be lost, bugbear. Whose tribe do you serve?
Crimson Maw.
Crimson Maw.
Who? Who sent you?
Say I'm lost again.
I'm lost.
You are not a smart bugbear, I can see. Well? No harm, no foul. If you turn and leave now, there will be no casualties. I thought you might be coming to save this one. And he like points the dagger into the throat of this creature.
Why would I be coming to save a human?
I have heard stories of some of your kind, traitorous scums, turning against goblinoid creatures and assisting these pitiful humans, as he spits on the ground.
Tell him you brought food in trade for sleeping.
I brought food in trade for sleeping.
Who is that talking? I hear someone giving you commands. Who is that?
That is Boop.
Boop? Show yourself, Boop.
Da 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 da!
What tribe do you serve?
First, you must tell me which tribe you serve.
I serve Cragmaw. In fact, this was my cave until Clarg came and took it from me. I am second in command of the Cragmaw tribe here. Who are
Clark took
you?
over your tribe too?
Say that again.
I'm here to finish off that Clark guy for taking over my tribe as well.
Clarg take over your tribe?
Yeah.
Me no like Clarg.
Who does? Where is he? We're here to murder him. And then you can be in charge again.
What? What about your bugbear friend? This Brevrak character. The bugbears are always sneaky and they want to, you know, take things over for themselves. How do I know he's not under your command?
Because he's here to take over my tribe from Clark.
So you want to kill Clark?
Yeah.
I
Yes.
want to kill Clark.
Let's do it.
He like shoves this human creature that you recognize, by the way. This is Sildar Hallwinter, the traveler that was with Gundren Rockseeker when he left from Neverwinter ahead of you. He pushes him, and as you see him, he is his hands are bound behind his back. He's gagged in his mouth, and he is stripped of his armor. And he pushes him down to the ground, and he says, "Ah, let's go kill Clark." And he starts to head down the thing and head this way.
I was like,
And
Xander, out.
Start pushing Shiva back.
Okay, so you got what do you guys do? He's starting to head down this way. Are you guys going to move back? How far are you moving?
We're gonna slowly move back and just say, which way is he? How many friends does he have?
Well, I think if we can surprise him, it will only be him and his favorite wolf person.
Okay. We're gonna get out of the tunnel and you guys can lead the way.
Okay. Oh my god, I hate you guys. Anyway, so Yimik walks past this way and heads this way, and all these goblins start to follow Yimik. They're going up this way.
Oh.
They're going to the path
Oh.
north.
Okay, so I start
Alright.
bringing Shiva back with me, and we're going
Of
to
course.
stealthily follow behind.
Okay.
Oh no, wait, should we get Sildar first?
They're going fancy side.
Okay,
You hear Yimik say, "What's fancy side?"
North is fancy side.
Oh, I see. Your tribe called North Fancy.
come here.
Yeah.
All right, so these guys are moving this way, and they're marching, and you guys are right behind them.
Yeah,
you-
I'm.
You hear Yimik say, "Boop, you come
Yeah.
up here to the front with me."
Oh no.
I'm going to use Whisper to send a message to Leandri if she'll go check on Sildar.
Yeah, I'll make sure he's
Okay.
okay.
Okay, perfect. All right. So Boop, you're gonna move up here.
Sure.
So it's Yimik, and it's Boop, and then it's goblins, a whole bunch of goblins, and then it's Brevrak, and did not see this encounter going this way, but it's TNT. Stuff happens. Flipping bugbears and goblinoid creatures. Gosh darn Volo. Anyways, so Yimik goes this way. And he comes up here, and you hear Yimik say, "We have Boop from other tribe. What tribe you say you with?" He says back to you, Boop.
Where is he? Where's Clark?
He says, Boop, Clark take over Boop's tribe. Boop here for revenge. Just like Yimik here for revenge. And they say, go get them, Yimik. Go get him. So you've got all these flipping. I don't even know what's going to happen. So Yimik gets to hear as all these goblins like funnel in behind him. This is ridiculous.
Do we die like in the first 2 hours?
No, I'm just saying this is like you've got, well, okay. So just saying you've activated like all the encounters. The good thing is half of them are fighting the other half. So Yimik says, Clark, me no like you anymore. We have Boop here from other tribe you tried to take over. And you, we know that you bad guy, and we take over.
Yeah, Clark. Yimik's gonna kill you and take over this tribe, and we're gonna help him. Get him, boys!
All right, and so Clark steps up here and says, what you talking about, Clark? Are Yimik Clark, ruler of Cragmar? You know Black Spider put me in charge.
Not anymore. Yimik in charge. Yimik.
Okay. All right, make me a persuasion check with advantage, and let's see if the other goblins start chanting Yimik as well.
Oh my gosh. Help him. Oh.
Okay. They start to charge, and then Clark say, "Shut up, goblins! You stupid!" And then they all shut up.
You're not calling us stupid. We're in charge now. Trevor, tell him.
All right. So
no.
I need everybody at this point to roll initiative.
Wait, Myth, can I do something right before this?
Yes, you can. What would you like
All
to
right,
do?
I'm gonna walk over all these goblins and then put my manticles on Yimik
What?
and say to Clark, "Look, we brought you these traitors. They were trying to overthrow you."
Oh my god.
And yes, I do have manticles to put on Yimik.
Make me a strength athletics check. Okay. You clip the things on there, and he said, Clark says, "Traitorous goblins, who are you, bugbear?"
I am Breverick, the Lost,
Of Fancy Town.
of Fancy Town.
A fancy town. Me never heard fancy town.
It's far north.
He says, "Well, it looks like I'm in need of more Cragmaw goblins. I don't like goblins, but me trust bugbears. Help me kill all the goblins, and you can join Cragmaw tribe. And you not be lost anymore." Do you accept?
Only if Boop can also join.
Who is Boop?
That's
My
me. That's me.
goblin.
Oh, you're goblin? You have goblin henchman? Goblin squire?
Yeah.
Yeah, that one.
His voice sound familiar. He's not traitorous goblin?
He was tricking Yimik.
Oh, he was getting the traitorous out. Yimik's like, "You traitorous goblin! Me kill you when I get out of these manacles." Everybody roll initiative. And then we're gonna go back here to Leandri and Sildar.
I guess that makes sense. I can't see what I'm doing.
Yeah, it does kind of make sense. That's funny. Leandri, as you climb the stairs, you easily can see through the darkness. You see a human who is very badly wounded, very badly injured, bound by the ankles and his arms tied behind his back, gagged in his mouth. But you recognize this human as Sildar Hallwinter.
I want to untie him and ungag him.
He says, "Oh, thank you. Thank you for rescuing me. These goblins attacked on the road, and they took Gundren, I think, to Cragmaw Castle, I heard them say."
I want to cast Healing Word on him.
Okay, you cast Healing Word.
Is it just a D4?
D4 plus 3. Okay, so 5. Perfect.
Like, why did they take him?
I heard one of the goblins say that he had a person by the name of Black Spider needed something from him, a map of some sort. And I think it's the map that him and that Gundren and his 2 brothers had recently made. It was to a place of great discovery, Gundren said.
For, like, treasure?
Well, Gundren only seeks out treasure. And it could be minerals. I don't, he is a dwarf. They like to mine things. Gems and mithril. Could be that, or could be treasure. Yes.
Okay. Cool.
Says, where is the rest of is the wagon okay?
Well, we hid most of the provisions before we came down here to try to find out what happened.
Ah, very wise of you.
And I think the rest of the party went off to fight some goblins.
There's a dozen or more goblins in this cave. I hope they are very experienced adventurers. They will not last. We should go help. We should go help them.
Are you gonna be okay? I'm gonna heal you some more before we go.
I think your healing that you have given me is enough for me to get through this battle. I just need to find my armor and weapons. I am no good without any either.
Do you know what they did with it?
I believe they took it to the main base of operations where Clark, the leader of this tribe in this cave, seems to be.
Well, I think that's where they all went.
All right, if you could lead on through the darkness. I cannot see very well here, for I'm human, and I don't have dark vision.
Okay. Follow me.
I will follow you. All right. Can you follow up? And we're going to go into initiative here, which is going to be the craziest initiative ever. Just saying. All right. So Clark gives the order to his dog, this wolf that he has with him. He says, "Ripper, attack the traitorous goblin," and he points right to Yemek. And the wolf moves right up here and tries to bite this goblin. And misses as he tries. He's a little confused of why he's attacking a goblin, but he's following the orders, but he misses. Clark goes and says, Clark, you terrible. I will attack this creature and kill him. And he's going to attack with his Morning Star. And he swings at Yemik. Yemik ducks just as he swings, and Clark misses him. Brevrak, it is your turn. What would you like to do? You there, Brevrak?
Yeah, I'm just
Okay.
just strategizing.
All right. Well, don't take too long. You only got 6 seconds.
Yeah, I'm gonna use my glaive and attack Clarg.
Oh, okay. Now you will have cover from Yemik, and you're attacking around a corner, so you'll need to take a -2 to your attack. So down next to your dice, there's a little -2 button. You'll have to take that because of cover. Sure.
And he, this would surprise him, right? To get the.
No, it would not surprise him, because he has already acted and he is not surprised. Surprise
Right.
So surprise happens. The way mechanically surprise happens is if you sneak up on someone and they don't know you're there. If they can see you and you're in open combat, then they are not surprised.
Okay.
Don't do that. Oh man.
And your glaive attack misses, and he says, "Brevrak, you know Cragmaw material. Me kill you too."
No.
Yemik goes, and he tries to escape out of the manticles. And let me pull up my little goblin dexterity check. And he misses. He cannot do that, but he will bonus action disengage, move to here, and then retreat back to here because that's the only place he can go. And he retreats to there and does not provoke any attack opportunities. Leandri.
I'm gonna move up because I can't see him. Come on.
Now you can move right there in front of Xander if you would like to.
Okay.
Like right to there.
Yeah.
Perfect.
And then I'm gonna do Toll the Dead on Goblin number 2.
All right. A bell tolls, and Goblin number 2 seems very discomforted by your toll the Dead. And he fails as necrotic energy washes over this goblin, aging him significantly. How bad, you say? A very critical amount. As he screams in horror, falling to his knees, as he holds his hands over his ears, you see his hair goes stark gray, and his hands like turn black and like the life sucks out of them. Xander, what would you like to do?
Okay. I need to. Let's see. I need to get up a little bit because I want to put some people to sleep.
Oh man.
Let's see. Let's see, like 10, 25. Does that
Okay.
work?
Sure. Yep. And
Okay.
as you move up to there, it doesn't even provoke from anyone because you're not leaving anyone's threatened area.
Alright.
You do notice that the goblins are surprised that people are moving in behind them that they didn't know even existed.
All right. I'm gonna use sleep.
What's the radius?
Within 20 feet of a point of my choosing.
And the
within
radius is? That's the range. Sleep has a radius.
Yeah, so it's within. It just says within 20 feet of a point I choose. It doesn't.
Oh,
say
all creatures
radius.
within 20 feet. Okay, so it's a 20-foot radius. Okay, so, oh man. So that's like that.
Oh, shit.
I mean, you could.
Is it 20-foot radius or?
Well, it's
how
everyone
does it
within 20
work
feet
in
of a
20 feet
point.
of
So
a
yes,
point?
it would be a
Yeah.
20-foot radius.
Man, okay.
So you could move that over here a little bit, like here, like, and get if that's more your liking, it will hit everybody but Clark. But you know that it's going to affect the other goblins. It's going to affect goblins first, right?
Right. Because it'll be by hit points. Okay, yeah, let's do that.
Okay, so that's kind of where you're casting your sleep spell. All right, so roll your 5d8 or whatever you're rolling.
Okay. Yep, 5d8. So. Did I do that right?
All right, 20. Okay, so if you pick that point there, the center, that's going to affect Goblin 7, 5, 3, and Yimik. So it's going to affect 5 and 3 first. So they are both going to go unconscious. So 3 is unconscious, and 5 is unconscious. And that's 14 hit points. And Goblin 7, has he been damaged? No. So it doesn't affect him. And then Yimik has not been damaged, I don't believe. He has not been. So it puts those two to sleep.
Okay.
So Goblin 5 and Goblin 3 are asleep and unconscious for the duration or the concentration of the spell.
Okay, and then I'm gonna give Boop some Bardic Inspiration.
All right, Boop, you feel bardically inspired.
All right.
All right, and conveniently, it is your turn.
All right. Well, it's about time I get angry, so I'm going to start raging.
All right, why are you angry all of a sudden?
I'm angry that all of these goblins don't have scratches on their knees, and I do.
Oh, well, that's a good reason to get angry.
Mm-hmm. And then I'm going to swing at one with my rapier.
All right, you pull your rapier off your hit and you plunge it
No.
into the belly, and you're so mad that
No.
his ankles and knees are not scratched that you miss.
Oh no.
All right.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that's terrible. Okay, now I got to find Goblin number 1. Goblin number 1 is completely confused about what's going on. So Clark is attacking Yimik. Brevrak is attacking Clark. Yimik said kill Clark. So he's going to move up and he's going to try to attack Clark. And he pokes his scimitar into his belly, and he actually hits Clark. And does a little bit of damage to him, and then he bonus action disengages and runs away. Because he just hit Clark, and Clark's nasty and mean. Goblin 10 is here. So Goblin 10, it was the one that was up here with Clark. So he's going to move down here, and he's going to move right to here. Maybe. Yes, right to there. And he's going to attack Brevrak, who would try to attack his leader. And he hits Brevrak. Apparently it's open season on bugbears. Brevrak, take 3 points of damage.
Ow.
Goblin number 2 is going to attack this traitorous Boop goblin who tried to poke him with a rapier after he got really mad, and he's going to miss? What's your AC?
18.
You suck balls. Goblin number 3
Unconscious.
is unconscious. That's right. Goblin 4. Let me find him. Goblin 4 is here. He's going to move up and attack Clark because he was part of Yimik's crew. He swings into the belly of the bugbear and hits him, and does 7 points of damage. And then he's going to bonus action disengage and then run all the way over here like a little scaredy cat. Goblin 5 is unconscious. Goblin number 6 is going to go here, and he's going to also attack Boop. But Boop, you're going to have cover because of that wall there. So his attack is going to be -2. He gets a hit as his scimitar bounces off the wall and creates just enough distraction for him to get in and do some damage to you. I'm not going to put that on you. Do you have rage on?
I clicked the little dot, but there's nothing for me to activate.
Okay. All right. Let me put rage on you real quick. Let me read that. Oh, I don't want to give rage to that guy. Where you at, Boop? All right. Advantage strength check, melee 2. Okay. Forgot to put that on your person. I'm going to do damage to you. Let's make sure it halves, okay? 5. So you should have only taken 2. Did you only take 2? You did. Perfect. All right, Goblin 7. Oh, man, he's got a choice. What is Goblin 7 going to do here? Well, he is going to he's going to move up to here. Brevrak, are you going to let him move through your square?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, so he moves up because he's going to attack Clark. And he's going to hit because these goblins just hate this bugbear. And he's going to do 6 points of damage. Clark is hurting. And then he's going to bonus action disengage and go hide over here. 5. Well, he won't go that far. He'll go here. Goblin 8 is going to attack Boop as it tried to attack his friend. And he doesn't know why he did that. But he's going to miss. And finally, Goblin number 9 is going to move out here and attack. He's going to move all the way to here and attack Brevrak. And miss. All right, Shiva, it is finally your turn.
I'm gonna say, Xander, can you point my fingers somewhere?
Yes, I can.
Okay.
Xander says from 10 feet away around the corner.
What? Aren't I right behind Xander?
No, Xander left
Did you
you.
leave me alone?
Yes.
Oh. Someone point my fingers. Point my fingers.
I'll help you. You're right behind me.
Okay. Point my fingers.
Oh
Who are
my
you pointing
gosh.
to?
We'll go ahead for Goblin 2.
All right, I'm gonna frostbite Goblin 2.
All right, so you see the satyr wiggling her fingers, Leandri, and you grab her hand and you point it in the direction that you want. That will take your reaction to do that, but go ahead and drop it on Goblin 2, Shiva. That goblin succeeds in his saving throw as he clearly sees what you two are up to.
I got him, didn't I?
Clark
No.
commands Ripper to attack you, Brevrak. He has advantage on his attack because he has an ally around you. So it's going to try to bite you in the leg. And that is enough to hit you. And that's the wrong thing. And so he bites you for 9 points of damage, and you fall unconscious to the ground. Brevrak is unconscious. You guys see Brevrak fall, and you hear Clog say, "Ha ha ha! Me, only king of Cragmaw. No other bugbears. Yemek, you die now. And then it's Clark's turn. And he moves right through all his goblins, right up to Yemek. And he attacks him with his Morning Star. Clearly hitting that creature in the head with the Morning Star. And doing 10 points of damage to Yemek. Which, man, I need to open my thing up here. Which is almost enough to kill Yemek, but not enough to kill him. Leandra, you hear a voice call out from behind you. He says, I've lost my guide. I need help. Which way do I go?
Just walk straight forward.
All right, so he walks. Shiva, you feel something bump into the back of you, and it like touches you and starts groping you a little bit, trying to figure out what you are. And you can feel like his hands on your shoulder, and then it kind of goes to your head. And then he feels like the little horns, and he like jumps back in surprise, like he has no idea what the hell you are.
I'm just gonna let him grope me.
And you hear him say, "Oh, I am so sorry. I did not." You know, you could tell he's beside himself. Brevrak, I need you to make a death saving throw. That is one failure. Yemek goes. He is going to try to break free of these manacles that you slapped onto him. Oh, man. A natural 20 flash, but he did not get out of them. He has... Oh, man. He's going to bonus action disengage and move to here. 10, 20, 25, 30. And try to get away. That's not going to come into effect. Leandri, you notice that Brevrak has fallen unconscious onto the ground.
I think I'm out of spells. Spare the dying, though.
Yep.
We'll make him stable, right?
Yes. I believe that Spare the Dying for you is not a touch spell, though.
It's a bonus action.
Yeah. What's that called?
A Circle of Morality.
Oh, yeah. That's what it's called. Yep. You learn the Spare the Dying cantrip, what doesn't count against your number of cleric cantrips, you know, for you. It's a range of 30 feet, and you can cast it as a bonus action. So, yes. So, you cast Spare the Dying on him, which stabilize him. So, you are now stable and unconscious, Brevrak. And that's your bonus action, so you still have an action that you can cast, or that you can do.
Oh, Sacred Flame. Goblin 2.
What, gosh, Goblin 2 did nothing to you.
He's just in front of me.
He succeeds his saving throw. So, you do no damage to him. Xander, it is your turn. What would you like to do?
Oh, okay. I'm going to use Dissonant Whispers on this goblin in front of me.
Which one? Goblin 8?
8, yeah.
All right. Saving throw on Goblin 8. He fails. So if he survives this psychic attack to his brain, he will run away from you. He does not succeed, as he also falls to his knees and holds his head as you watch his head slowly implode into nothing, as it looks like you have racked his brain into nothingness. What would you like to do?
Oh dear. Where? I'm going to give. Let's see. Let me move somewhere.
You know that you're being threatened by Goblin 2.
Oh, okay.
So if you move too far, you feel like he might be able to get an attack of opportunity on you.
Okay, I will just end my turn then.
All right, your turn has been ended. Goblin 1.
Oh, you skipped Boop.
Oh, I did skip Boop.
Hey.
That's good. Boop.
Time we finish this guy off. Yes.
You hit Goblin 2 with your Rapier of Doom. Doing maximum points of damage as you kill Goblin 2.
And I'm going to step forward.
Okay.
That's it.
All right. Perfect. Goblin 1 is going to attack the bugbear, Clarg, because Yimik said to, and he's going to miss. And he would like to disengage because he just did that, but he doesn't have enough movement to get anywhere. He might be able to get away, but he's too scared. Goblin 10 is going to walk right over Brevrak's corpse to here. And he is going to attack Yimik, that traitorous goblin that tried to overthrow, and he's going to miss. Goblin 3 is a conscious. Goblin 4 is going to attack Clarg. And he's going to miss. Goblin 5 is unconscious. Goblin 6 is going to attack Boop.
He's raging for some reason.
Oh, that's right. Let me take that off. I mean, I hit you, Boop, with my 22. Take a whole bunch of damage. Take 3 points of damage, because 6 is halved.
My knees hurt more than that.
You have wronged tribe leader then. Goblin 7 is going to attack Goblin 10. You guys, I've never in my life ran an encounter like this. I feel like I'm just rolling dice against myself. Goblin 9 is going to attack. Goblin 3 hasn't attacked Clarger, did he? I think he did. He's going to attack Goblin 3. Oh, no. Oh, I guess he's going to attack Goblin 3, who's unconscious, and miss with advantage. He wouldn't do that. He would attack Goblin. No, those are both on it. Well, those are both. He would move here and attack Yimik. Let's go back to Goblin 9. Yes. Goblin 9 is going to attack Yimik. Because I forgot those two goblins are unconscious still. And he's going to hit Yimik and slash him for... Oh, enough to kill Yimik. Yimik is down. And you hear Clarg laugh. Ha, ha, ha. Traitorous goblin dead. Sheba, it is your turn. What would you like to do?
Wiggle my fingers. Point it.
Okay, we're going for Goblin 6.
All right.
Okay.
Pew, pew.
Yeah, same thing.
All right. He succeeds in his saving throw. You think you need light in here to see. Maybe that would help. I don't know.
Oh, I think I got him. I got him. He's
got
down.
Yeah. Clarg points to Goblin 4, and Ripper moves in to attack him. And he has advantage because of pack tactics. And he hits that Goblin. And Goblin 4 takes enough damage to kill him. So Goblin 4 is dead. Clarg then, very dissatisfied that Goblin 1 tried to attack him, he is going to attack him with a Morning Star. And miss, unfortunately. Sildar is just kind of in the back, hanging out, one hand up against the side of the cavern, kind of trying to still catch his breath as he still appears to be injured and not able to fight. Brevrak, you're unconscious, but stable. I can take this off. We don't need that's not going to come into play. Leandri.
I'm going to toll the dead on Goblin 6.
All right, Goblin 6. Here's a bell toll. Does he shake it off, or is he affected by it? He is affected by it. And he has damage, so it's a D12.
Yeah.
3 points of damage echo through, necrotic energy echoes through his head as the goblin screams out in pain, but he still stands. Xander.
I am going to viciously mock Goblin 6.
All right. Let's see if I make my saving throw about from your joke. I do succeed. Your joke is not funny. I have heard the mocking of your insults before, and they do not affect me. Boop.
That might not be funny, but how about a poke in the eye?
Oh, you tried to poke him in his eye, and you miss, unless...
Oh, wait, I'm going to use Bardic Inspiration.
All right.
Do I just roll a d6?
Just roll a d6.
Yeah.
Oh, you are inspired, and you poke him through his eye. This is all bard damage, just so you know. Oh, my goodness.
Voice.
That kill is yours, Xander, not necessarily Boops.
I work through my friends.
That's right. You work through your friends. All right.
And then I say, Clark, have we won yet?
Roll persuasion.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, nice. Clark say, not yet. Still traitorous goblins here. And then he says, wait, you were with the traitorous bugbear.
No.
Roll deception.
Can I?
Oh!
Oh,
That's 20. Yes. Yes. He says, oh, you must be okay, though. You seem cool guy. Goblin 1, fearing for his life, attacks Clark again. With a natural 20, crits Clark right in the leg as he severs his leg. He cuts an artery that goes right down his leg. Blood splurts everywhere. Does 8 points of damage. Clark is hurting pretty bad. And then the goblin has nowhere to go. He can't get through. There's a lake on one side and these guys here, so he is just scared. He tries to hide. He can't. Goblin 10 is going to attack Goblin number 9. Or no, not Goblin number 9. Goblin number 6. Or not 9. Whatever. He misses. Goblin 7 is who he was going to attack. Goblin 3 is unconscious. Goblin 5 is still unconscious. Goblin 7 is going to attack Goblin 10. And hit him, Goblin 10, and do 5 points of damage to him. Goblin 9, in return, is going to attack Goblin 7, because he's traitorous Goblin. He's going to hit Goblin 7 and do 5 points of damage. Shiva, you still cannot see. You start to wiggle your fingers, I'm assuming?
Yeah, I'm wiggling my fingers. Are we almost done? I've killed 2 of them at least.
No,
ahead.
we're going for number 9.
All right, number 9. All right. Number 9? Sorry.
Yeah, number 9. Number 9 sees your attack easily and gets out of the way.
Thank goodness I'm here.
Is this fun, Shiva? Sildar calls out to you. Are you having fun, little one?
Yeah. Yes, actually, this is a lot of fun.
All right. Goblin 1 is getting attacked by the wolf Ripper with advantage because, yeah. And he does a whole bunch of damage to him, killing Goblin number 1. Clark then turns and points to Goblin 7 for Ripper to attack next as Clark moves up to here. And for the first time, he sees other people in the cavern because he has not seen anyone other than the bugbear and the goblin. And he looks confused and then takes the dodge action. So attacks have disadvantage until the start of his next turn. Brevrak, you are unconscious. I apologize. Leandri?
I'm gonna go for Clark. I'm gonna Toll the Dead.
All right, you've told the dead on Clark. A bell tolls. His dodge action does not help against Toll the Dead. He did not see this coming. He fails his saving throw. You do a D12 points of damage. I do not survive. As the bell tolls and it shatters my head, blood spurts out of my ears and out of my eye sockets as I fall to the ground, dead. Anything else you would like to do?
I don't think so. No.
Excellent. Xander, you see this mighty bugbear fall. Apparently, bugbears aren't as tough as you thought because 2 of them are dead now.
I'm going to viciously mock Goblin number 7.
All right, you viciously mock Goblin 7. He succeeds from your mockery. Your jokes are just not funny.
I'm very out of practice.
You are. It probably would help if you would speak Goblin. Maybe they would understand a little bit better. Maybe you just don't know how to conjugate the verbs when you're insulting them. Boop.
I'm in charge now. The first one to agree gets to be in charge instead.
Okay. And
Agreed.
are you attacking or?
Did someone say okay? Or is that you?
Roll me persuasion, and we'll see if any of them. No, they all look at you and say, "You know, leader, we don't even know you."
Well, that joke might not be funny either, but this poke in the eye is.
Nice. Okay. So pokety poke. That is a miss.
And take that as a warning.
Goblin 10 is.
Actually, I'm going to disengage and just move back to.
You've already taken the attack action.
Oh, right. But as a bonus action, I can disengage. No,
Are you a rogue?
no. I thought it was a goblin.
Oh, you are a goblin. Yes. You get that. Yes, you
Right.
can bonus action, disengage, and hide. You're right.
I'll just go there.
Okay. So Goblin 10 is going to attack Goblin 7 because that's who he was attacking. He is going to miss. Goblin 3 is going to continue to sleep, as is Goblin 5. Goblin 7 is then going to attack Goblin 10 because they're in a melee and he has no idea what's going on and he's going to miss. Goblin 9 is then in turn going to attack you, Boop, because you attacked his friend who attacked his other friend, and then the bugbear was there, and then anyways, he's attacking you. Hitting you.
Yes.
And doing 1 point of damage to you.
Mm-hmm.
Shiva, you have no idea what's going on in front of you.
Are we almost done here?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Go ahead. Wiggle my fingers if you need it.
All right, we're going for number 9 again.
Oh my god. Stop looking at me!
He succeeds once more as your spells keep reflecting off the thing. And you're starting to think that it's not your spells that are not being effective. You think it's this Azamar that's like not directing your fingers good enough.
I don't know if they're alive or not. I think my spells are doing great.
All right, so the wolf is going to move up to here.
Whoop.
Yeah, whoop. And it's going to attack Goblin 7 because that was the last order that Clark told it. And it's going to attack with things that are attacking it, so it's going to have advantage. And it's going to hit. And it's going to eat and kill Goblin 7. And then you hear Sildar in the back, Shiva. He says, "Is the fight about over? I still hear combat up ahead."
I've killed at least 4 of them. I don't know how many are there, so
my
I'm
gosh, you
thinking
must-
that we're almost.
You are such a skilled adventurer. You've killed 4.
Yes, thank you.
Roll me deception.
Deception.
Is she rolling?
So he's like, okay, he seems to kind of believe you, but maybe he feels like you're exaggerating the truth a little bit. All right, Leandri.
I'm gonna try to toll the dead on number 9.
Okay. Number 9 fails as the bell rings and tolls his head. You do 3 points of damage to him. Xander.
Okay, I'm gonna come up to number 9. That's number 9, yeah. And stab him with my rapier.
All right. You have succumbed to melee attacks because your jokes aren't funny and you're getting mad about it. Your attack misses. It seems that your jokes and your attacks have the same effect. Boop, it's your turn.
I'm going to attack the same goblin,
Okay.
and hope that the wolf's not mad at me. Yes.
All right. You hit that goblin square in the eye with your rapier, killing that goblin. Oops. I think you killed that goblin. Yes, you did. All right. Anything else, Boop?
I'll point at the other goblin and say, "Ripper, attack!"
Roll either persuasion or animal handling.
Dude.
Oh, yeah. Perfect. All right. So Goblin 10 goes, and he's going to step up, and he's going to attack you, Boop, because you just attacked and killed his friend. You must be one of them traitorous goblins, and apparently all I can roll is 18 and 19s against you. Boop, take 1 point of damage. Hey, it's all adds up, I'm telling you. I'll eventually get you there. Goblin number 3 snoozes. Goblin number 5 snoozes. Shiva, it is your turn.
I'm gonna do the same thing if you still need me, if we're still fighting.
Yeah, we'll go for goblin number 10.
Number 10, okay, let's get him.
Okay, here we go. Is Goblin 10 as dexterous as all the other goblins here?
No.
He is in fact not, as he fails his Constitution
Yay!
saving throw.
I'm helping.
Yeah, you are. And you kill that goblin.
Yay.
Yes.
Ripper's turn. What is Ripper going to do? He is going to...
To be fair, we have not attacked Ripper at all.
I know. I'm thinking he's a wolf, and he was given a command, and he was told... The last thing he was told to was to attack. I'm going to say Ripper just stands there on guard, defensively. Like, takes the dodge action, kind of like defensively stands there. Leandri, what would you like to do? You see a wolf standing right next to Bop.
I'm gonna
Or Boop.
try to go for Goblin number 5. Well, I'm gonna try to make Ripper attack Goblin 5 first. Can I do
Okay.
that?
You can try to. What do you say? What do you do?
I'm gonna say attack Goblin 5.
Okay.
Do we know his name is Ripper? I'm assuming we heard.
Well, you heard Clark say that, yes.
We'll say Ripper attack. I don't know. I'm pointing that goblin.
Okay, you point at the goblin. You say Ripper attack. Roll animal handling.
Okay.
All right. So Ripper turns and looks at that goblin. Xander, what do you do?
I'm going to encourage Ripper to do what Landry said.
All right, make me a persuasion roll.
Who's a good boy?
I got some bacon for you. Do you want to be a good boy? Oh. You're never sure if you helped or hurt, but it doesn't change what it's doing. Boop.
All right, I'm gonna see if this provokes. No.
It doesn't provoke. Nope. Mm-mm.
All right, so I'm gonna pick up Breverick,
Okay.
and we'll start walking him back out this way.
Okay.
So did we get everybody? Is there anybody alive that we should talk to and try to find out where everybody or the dwarf is?
Well, Sildar kind of knows where the door, or he knows some stuff, but there's 2 goblins left.
They're both asleep.
All right.
Oh, they're both asleep.
We could
Oh.
time up.
Yeah, they might have more information.
Shiva, it is your turn. What would you like to do?
Do you need me to wiggle my fingers? Go ahead and guide me.
We might wait in case we need them for information.
Leandri slaps your hand away as you try to wiggle your fingers.
Slap her.
Oh my goodness. Oh, okay. I guess we're done then. Good job, everybody.
You see Ripper moves right to here and attacks this Goblin 5.
Okay, I just wanted to see if it would work.
And he bites the Goblin 5. And he tears into Goblin 5. And he kills Goblin number 5. Because wolves do. Leandri, what would you like to do?
I want to command Ripper to set.
All right, animal handling. Ripper sits down.
Woo-hoo-hoo.
You have a pet wolf.
I know.
All right, so at this point, we are out of initiative.
Can anyone help Breverick?
What's wrong with him?
He's stable, right?
I don't know.
I mean, like, I don't have any.
Medicine check, anyone?
I'll do a medicine check.
Yeah, I can't really see him to decide what's wrong with him.
So he is unconscious, but stable. You know that you would need some kind of magical healing through a spell, or maybe if you were an Azamar that had healing hands, you could do that and heal them for 1 hit point. Otherwise, you're going to have to wait a while for them to regain their hit points naturally.
Well, I used all my spells already.
If only you were an Asmar and had a healing hand ability.
I don't. Oh, sorry. I don't see that.
So healing hands is in your under your abilities, under traits. As an action, you can touch a creature and cause it to regain a number of hit points equal to your level.
Oh,
Would you like to do that?
yeah.
Brevrak, you wake up as you are healed for 1 hit point. And it seems that everyone has been dispatched around you.
Guys, I did it.
Me too, Brevrak. Me too.
I'm gonna come over here to Shiva. I'm gonna be like, I'm so sorry I abandoned you. Were you okay over here?
I was okay. We were a really good team back here.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
I want to give Shiva, I have a candle in my backpack. I want to give it to her.
Okay.
Actually, I have 5 candles, so I'm gonna give her 2 candles.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Do they smell candles, or are they just light candles?
They're just light candles.
Oh, there's no lavender scents, no cucumber
Ooh.
melon.
Is this a proposition?
Mm.
Thank you.
You're
Hey,
welcome.
Brevrak, you want to use manacles on that goblin? Find out if anybody else is coming back, or we could rest here maybe.
You could put those manacles on the unconscious one,
Mm-hmm.
slap them awake, and maybe get some answers.
Where are my manacles?
On the dead,
Yimmick.
what's his face? Yimmick.
All right, you got it, Boop. I'm gonna use second wind.
All right. Roll your d10. Perfect.
Nice.
All right. That fully heals you.
No, I'm still down 1.
Oh, I thought your con was 14. I guess it's only 12.
Can I
No,
pick
my
up
con's
a rock?
14.
Huh?
It only heals me for 10.
A D10.
A D10 plus 1.
Oh, because it's your level, not your con.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. So what do you guys want to do? You manacle the goblin. The spell wears off shortly because we're already in like round 7. The spell wears off. The goblin stirs to awake, but he's manacled and chained and sees the aftermath. He's got a wolf sitting down right next to him, just kind of sitting there.
I'm gonna bring Shiva along with me and then come over here with these guys. So you can see the goblin.
Can I pick up a rock and cast light on it so Shiva can see?
Yeah, you can. You
Okay.
do that.
I'm gonna do that and hand it to her.
Shiva,
Oh,
Leandre hands you a glowing rock of light.
I'll do it for Sildar as well.
oh, thank you so much. I can see now. Look at the devastation we did here, guys.
Shiva, look how cold it is. There's ice up there on that wall, and there's ice over there on that wall, and
Oh.
there's ice on this pillar.
Yeah, it is freezing cold in here. How do they live in such freezing cold temperatures?
Did we save the guy?
Yeah. Yeah, he's
Dave,
back
Is he
here.
okay?
Yeah, he's fine. He's a little
Sildar walks
hurt.
up. He says, looks like you are a mighty band of adventurers. Gundarin knew what he was doing when he hired you to protect the wagon. Did not know that you would be assaulting a nest full of bugbears and goblins. We should see if my equipment is around. As he sits down on a rock.
I'm gonna go investigate over in this area.
Okay.
Boop, are you good at the talking?
No.
All right, so what you see here as you go into this area, you see piles of sacks and crates can provide. Most of these are marked with the image of a blue lion, the symbol of the Lion Shield Coaster, a merchant company with a warehouse and trading post in Phandelver. Make me an investigation check.
I'll assist you, Xander.
Oh, that would be good. Can I roll one more time?
Yeah. Yep. Because you should. Yep. Roll. Yep.
Okay.
Oh,
Yay!
because the goblin assisted you, he says. The goblin knows exactly where they hide their hidey stuff and their goblin things.
Nice.
So Boop tells you, what do you tell her, Boop?
I say that the ones on top and are empty are hiding the ones underneath that are full.
Thank you, my friend.
And as you follow Boop's advice, in addition to these stolen provisions, you find a chest that contains 600 copper, 110 silver, 2 potions with green liquid in them, and a jade statuette of a frog with tiny golden orbs for eyes. You think that this statuette is worth about 40 gold. The frog statuette is small enough to fit in a pocket or a pouch.
I would like to put the jade statuette in my pocket without anybody seeing.
Ooh. Okay. Make me a sleight of hand check. You fox that item.
I'd also like to take 100 of the copper and sneak it into my pocket. The rest I'm going to share.
Okay.
I'm sorry, of the I'm gonna take all the silver and then I'm gonna share the copper.
Oh my goodness. What are you doing?
Why are you?
All
Don't
right.
even bother.
So you're going to take 100 silver pieces, or all the silver, 110?
Yes.
Okay. You can make a sleight of hand check, but make it with disadvantage. 100 coins is a lot of
Oh.
coins to sneak. So roll with disadvantage. We'll see how well. All right. Did you pull this off?
I mean, it's only
Boop, you
people in
notice
there.
that this half elf is trying to take all the silver coins and put them in a pouch that looks like her coin pouch and not the party treasure pouch.
Breverick,
Hmm?
grab her by the feet and tip her upside down and shake her.
Okay.
I tried to jump out of Breverick's way.
All right, make a
Hold on.
acrobatics check, and Breverick make an athletics check.
Oh.
Breverick grabs you by the ankles and tips you upside down, and all the silver coins spill out onto the floor.
You know, play our tricks on us.
You're right. My apologies, my friend. I have a family in a monastery. I send all my money back to the orphans in the monastery. My apologies.
We can ransack it later.
Fair enough. How about we share all of the silver and copper here?
That's a good plan.
Okay.
Excellent. There are 2 potions. Does anybody want to make a perception check to taste them to see what they do?
Yes.
All right.
What is it?
Taste it and find out. Could be poison, could be healing, could be flying, could be blur, could be any number of things. These 2 potions, however, happen to be potions of healing.
Oh, very nice. I was kind of hoping for, maybe something exotic and making me tingle, but I guess healing potions are good too.
Who would like a potion of healing?
Obviously, Breverick needs one.
Okay.
What?
Who
No.
else?
I didn't really notice what was going on in the fights, so who else was taking a lot of damage?
Those goblins.
Yeah, that's good. I know.
I mean, to be fair, Breverick didn't notice that much either. He was pretty much out from the
Why don't you hold on to it for now, Shiva, and then if need be, we'll distribute it as needed.
Okay, sounds good.
Perfect. All right. With that, Sildar tells you, he says, as he comes into the room, he says, "Oh, my lord, all these provisions, and and then he looks over and he sees his armor in the corner and his weapon. He says, "Ah, my equipment. I will be more used to you on the road. You still intend to head to Phandelver, don't you?"
That's where we get paid, right?
"Yes. We need to question this goblin and find out what happened to Gundren, for he is not here. I heard one of them say a person by the name of Black Spider wanted him at the Cragmaw Castle, but I do not know of such a place. We probably should rest here in this cave until tomorrow morning, as it's getting late. I don't think we could make it to Phandelver before nightfall, and the Tribor Trail is very dangerous."
All right. Well, hopefully the buffalo are okay out there.
We could light a fire right here.
There is, in fact, is already a fire going right here.
Whoa.
Oh, then I could have seen.
He
I
says,
just needed to go around a pillar.
Sildar says, "It would be possible for you to make it to the trail and try to get the wagon here, where you can load up all these provisions and take them into Phandelver. I am sure that the owners of all these would pay a heavy ransom for them being returned."
Oh,
That sounds like a good idea.
I definitely like that idea.
In fact,
Maybe
if you escort me to Phandelver, as I am no shape to travel alone, I will pay your party a sum of 50 gold pieces when we arrive.
yes.
That sounds fair. Let's go bring that wagon over here.
All right.
Okay, so you guys leave the cave. You head. It takes you a little while to find a place for you to drive the wagon up on top of the embankment to head this way. But you do. You get the wagon here. You can't necessarily get the wagon inside, but you can get it close enough to where you can pack the supplies and provisions out to the wagon outside. And by the time all of that gets done, night starts to descend upon you, and you take shelter in the cave. And that is where we will end for this evening.
We'll put the wagon in the little hideout where the guards were.
Yes, you could do that. Congratulations, you guys are second level.
Holy crow. I didn't think we were going to make the rest of this. I thought, okay, guys, that's it. We made enemies with everybody.
Okay, so next week we'll pick up here in the cave. As you guys you'll be waking up if nothing happens crazy overnight, and but you will be second level, and we'll go from there. Excellent.
Good.
All right, well, great game, guys. Had a good time, and everybody say goodbye to the streamer or to the viewers.
Goodbye, viewers.
Au
You
revoir.
can't see me, but I'm waving to you.
All right, guys. Thanks for watching.